We're now going to move on to the candidates for our district and U.S. House of Representatives. Our first candidate who's going to be speaking is Charles Black.
First, can somebody turn the heat on? I'm a little cold.
Mr. Black, your first question. 2013 marks the 100-year anniversary of two of the most dangerous and damaging acts that has ever occurred in the history of this nation. The creation of the income tax and the creation of the Federal Reserve. Government gave themselves the right to collect all the money they would want and print all the money they want. Government will continue to grow as long as we continue to beat it. So, how do we start the beast?
Well, first off, we need to repeal the 16th Amendment. We need to get rid of the unlawful taxation among everybody. And the first way we can start that is by getting out and working in Congress to slowly start starving it. We need to eliminate payroll taxes to begin with. That will help stimulate jobs again and get our economy kick-started again. And while we slowly continue to starve it, we can eventually just completely eliminate the 16th Amendment. It was put in place only to supply funding during time of war. Well, yes, we've been at war for 9 years now, but we've had a lot of time of peace where we have been continuing to be unlawfully taxed to the point that it has put an extremely hard burden on all Americans. Now, as for the Federal Reserve, it's turned into a private organization. We need to audit it and find out what's been going on. I support Ron Paul very strongly in auditing the Fed, and that needs to be pushed through.
Okay, thank you very much. The next portion here, there's two, seems like schools of thought on how to govern once you get into Congress. One is what I call the Orrin Hatch, John McCain model, which is that there's some give and take, that I'll support something that you like that I don't particularly like, as long as you scratch my back when the time comes. The other model seems to be the Jim DeMint, Ron Paul model of there no compromise. And that is that there are some things that you just don't compromise on. So, the decisions may be unpopular, but they would rather lose their job than vote for something that they feel is unconstitutional. So I guess my question is, how important is this job to you?
This job is very important to me. It's very important to serve my country. And I take a lot of pride in that. As for you scratch my back, I scratch yours, I'll go to Walmart and buy my own back scratcher. Okay. I will not give in to anybody. I will do the Ron Paul method. If it's unconstitutional, it's not going to happen.
Okay, the last question is regarding deficit. We currently have a $14 trillion deficit. Estimates say that by 2050, that deficit will be $53.6 trillion, and that the U.S. will be officially bankrupt. As a member of the House of Representatives in charge of appropriations, what will you do to avoid this catastrophe?
Well, that one's going to be pretty easy. The first thing we need to do is we need to get rid of the use it or lose it policy within the government. There should be incentives for saving money. Those in Washington now, don't take it personal, nothing towards you. But those that are in Washington now, obviously, I don't know where they went to school because they don't know that when they're broke. They continue to spend money wastefully. They don't even, they're continuous earmarks when they don't have the money. They need to learn to stay in the red, to get out of the red, and they need to stay in the black. Ironically, that's my last name.
Thank you very much. You now have about 7 minutes to address the audience.
Okay, those of you who don't know me, my name is Charles Black. I live in Kingman, Arizona, so I am a resident of Mojave County. I was born in California. Please do not hold that against me. I moved to Arizona when I was little. I grew up all over the state, from the Hopi Reservation to the Navajo Reservation. I've grown up in Tucson, Phoenix. I've spent a lot of time in Mojave County. My oldest boy was born right here in Mojave County in Kingman. 98, I joined the military. I joined the Arizona Army National Guard. I wanted to serve my country. But what I found out when I joined, that the Arizona National Guard at the time was no more than